guys, welcome to or welcome back to Exposed, and if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I'd love it if you stayed and subbed. I really don't want to do these videos. This got me. Someone said do the Q&A and the Friday haul, so that looks like it's been watched because I wanted to see what the hell that bloody picture was, because my eyesight's not the best and I thought it was a headless woman. Anyway, ignore me. This. I have always been successful. What a load of bollocks. When were you ever successful, Lisa? You couldn't live on your own. You had to run home to mummy and daddy crying up to your armpits in debt and then find a man to pay it off for you. I've always been successful. You've always been a grifter. Q&A, daily routine, money and budget, adult children, hair and nails. Really? Have people asked you about your hair and nails? I doubt that.
Hey guys, it's Lisa. And
are you on double speed? No. Right.
today we're going to do one of my favorite videos, and that is a good old Q&A.
Yeah, it's your favourite video because you don't have to think about anything.
And I think this is the first time, let me see if my microphone is close enough. I think this is the first time I've ever asked for the questions here on YouTube. Typically, I do it on Instagram.
Which is fucking stupid. I've said all along. Why do people do that? They do a video, it pops up out of nowhere. Oh, I asked my people on Instagram to ask me questions. So answer them on fucking Instagram and ask the people on YouTube to ask you questions and answer them on fucking YouTube. How difficult is that?
So it was interesting just to see what I got. I was getting ready to put my boots on and I wanted to show them to you and just talk about boots for a minute. Okay, these are the St. Laurent boots that I got I was making sure they weren't the brown ones that I got when I was in New York. And
Why do you have to hold them 8 foot away to know they're not brown? Really?
I love these. I love them. So I was getting ready to put them on. Today, we've gotten back cold again, but it is sunny.
We didn't even show them properly. I was putting my boots on, but I wanted to show you. Here's the boots.
They're painting the new house across the street, and I love the color. It's a beautiful light beachy blue, and it's just a good day. John's playing golf, and he drove my Tesla. It is a fun car to drive. And
it is a fun car to drive, but you hate it. Why?
I have an appointment to get my windows tinted on my new car, which is a Range Rover. Sorry, I didn't say it in my video because I thought everybody would recognize it from the picture. I really just didn't think about it. But it's a 2025 Range Rover Sport, which just Sport is the size, and then the model of it is the autobiography. And so just loving it. Just loving it, loving it. Now, with that said, I think a lot of people got offended, and I'm sorry that if anybody's out there with a Tesla and they love it, it's not that there's anything wrong with the Tesla, it's just not for me. So I do apologize for that, and I do think I would have liked it more if I had a dealership here in town. That's my bad, that's my mistake. But yeah, I do miss the speed and all of the stuff already. So there's that. Let me go ahead and do my outfit of
Oh, are you missing it now? She's one of those who thinks the grass is always greener until she gets there and realises that it isn't. And then she wants to go back. And it's too late then.
the day. Okay. I'm wearing my St. Laurent jeans that I had taken up last year when I was there. And so they're perfect.
Not far enough. They're not perfect. They're nowhere near perfect.
With my boots, and I don't know what jacket I'll wear, but they're high-waisted straight. I think they're called the 90 straight. This belt is too big. John's not here. I'll have to get him to cut another hole in it.
You can't cut a hole in your belt yourself, and you've got the gadget to do it. For fuck's sake.
belt's a little big so that I can wear them with low rise or high rise, but I really like this belt. It's one of my favorite designer belts. And then a good old go-to Pumi top. So this is my outfit, and I have been loving, gosh, I'm on a Saint Laurent kick. I've been loving that tote. That's what I've been using most of the time when I go out. You could just leave that tote in your car and then kind of work out of it with a small bag if you wanted to. It's just so good. You know, we were talking.
Sorry, I was too busy watching her lips flapping and trying to figure out what she was whittering on. Look at the size of them arms. Lisa, if you can't see you've got a problem, you need to go and get your eyes tested. No. Your family really care for you, don't they?
Talking about the different leathers. So I asked my dad, he told me, a lot about different leathers. And then it just happened to be, I was watching a guy talking about branding, and he mentioned a guy named, oh, I'm going to forget his name. It was something like Tanner Leatherman or Leatherstein. He has the most interesting channel. He takes designer bags and takes them apart and shows you which ones are made the best. He goes through Chanel, Hermes, Coach. He really had good things to say about Ferragamo. That was part of the Ferragamo story. Him talking about Ferragamo made me look on the Ferragamo site, made me see that rainbow shoe that I had seen in the fall, made me look on eBay and find that brooch. So that was part of that synchronicity. The synchronicity is real with me, that's for sure. But that comes.
It's hardly synchronicity when it's forced, is it? Isn't the point of synchronicity that things happen? They just happen. Not, oh, I've seen that, so I'm going to go and look for this. That's not synchronicity. Not how I understood it, anyway.
When you're very true to yourself and you're authentic to what you really love, that happens. And that's what I want for you guys so much.
When are you ever authentic and true to yourself? You don't know who you are, what you like. As soon as you see somebody new, oh, Caroline! Fucking castor oil on your legs, woman.
So, okay, let's get into the questions at hand. Hi, Lisa. I love your personality and your sense of humor.
Oh, look at her. She's just doing this for fucking compliments.
Similar age as you and would love to see a trip down memory lane, a tour through photos of your style evolution, some of your favorite outfit trends throughout the years, good and bad. How big were your bangs in the 90s? Okay, in the 90s, I did have bangs, but I'll put a picture up here it's a picture of me holding Brooke in a little Tommy Hilfiger outfit. So you'll see they were.
You never see a picture of her holding Will, do you? Ever. Can anyone point me in the direction of her holding Will as a baby? Don't think I've ever seen one of them. God, Brooke looks like her dad there, doesn't she?
So that was but that was in like 2000 something. You know what I mean? Bangs have always been a miss for me when it comes to heavy bangs because I do have so much natural texture in my hair. But gosh, I feel like you guys have seen a style evolution just by me being.
Yes, but that woman might not have been there from the very fucking beginning and watched every fucking video and know where you shit last. Why do you think she's asking?
In here 16 years. But I would say the things that have always held true is very feminine dressing. I've always loved heels. I've always loved even a little flat with a heel. I've always loved clothes.
A flat with a heel. Is it just me?
love dresses, skirts, jeans. But dressing has always been an important thing to me. Like even all through school, I can remember different shoes I got, everything, and all different price ranges. And I remember every night picking out my outfit before the next day. Okay, how do you organize your time? A planner, time for work, YouTube, self-care, spa night, time for family. Thanks, Lisa. Keep up the great
Time for family. Oh, you're funny. Who are you?
work with your channel. Appreciate watching you, seeing your smile. You're such good company. Thank you. That is a wonderful compliment because I do realize a lot of my channel is going to be just company. You know, I feel like my brand is really me because you guys have seen me the whole time. And because I started YouTube before it was a business, I started it just true blue of what my passions were. So I had several like questions about my day. I will tell you guys that I work every day. I work every day. So I'm gonna tell you my
I work every day. I work every day. Yeah, you down the mine, up a chimney? No.
general routine. I get up. I really like to get up about 5:30, but what's been happening is I will wake up at 2:30, have to go to the bathroom, and then I will want to get up. I will be so excited for the day that I will want to get up. So I have to trick myself back to sleep, and I'll usually put on a
I have to trick myself back to sleep. What adult says that? I, how do you trick yourself back to sleep?
a video that is like personal development video. And I will put it on the pillow next to me, really, really low, and listen to it till I fall back asleep. And then I oversleep. Like this morning, I slept till 8 o'clock. I slept 10 hours. I wear my Aura ring at night, so I know how well I sleep. Then I get up and everybody else is asleep. John sleeps in Will's old room, but we still watch TV. And, I go to sleep before he does. He watches Seinfeld after we're through watching TV. And some of you asked what we were watching lately. We're in a little bit.
So he comes into the main room to watch telly with you. Then he watches Seinfeld. Why doesn't he watch Seinfeld in the room he's going to sleep in then? Did Will not have a television in his room? Or does John actually want to sleep in the comfy bed? We all know now why it's my room, my bathroom, my this, my that, don't we?
Bit of a drought. We're watching 1923 that started back up. We're watching White Lotus. And we kind of go through some different things. And then he watches Seinfeld at the end of the night, and that is when I go to sleep. So when I go to sleep, he's still there. But I get up early and he sleeps in. And he snores and he gets up a lot, just the thing, And so I get up, I immediately go and strip down and weigh myself every morning. And I have an app for that too. So I keep track of how much I weigh, get back dressed.
Why do you have to strip off and weigh yourself every day? If you eat exactly the same thing every day, day in, day out, there is absolutely nothing else you can take out of your diet. Why the fuck are you weighing yourself every day? Oh, it was about the IBS and my tummy and this and that. Bollocks. E-D, Lisa.
Go in the kitchen and take my Invisalign out, and then I wake.
Oh, for fuck's sake, are we going to have a step by step? I go to the toilet, I wipe my ass, I wash my hands, I gaze at myself in the mirror.
Up the kitties in the garage. They sleep in the garage. And we have air conditioned, separate.
Conditioning! Air conditioning! Fucking
Our garage is totally, it's part of our house. We do not park in the garage. Matter of fact, John has a golf simulator out there. And so let them in, and then I feed them, and then I come and I do my journal, my gratitude journal. And I write down everything that I am so
Aren't you supposed to do your gratitude journal at night? So that you look over the day and you think of things that you're grateful for that happened that day. No, she just does it every morning, and every morning thanks the Lord for her teeth, apparently.
grateful for. My goal is to stay in gratitude all the time, every day, all day. And then I write down how much I weigh. I write down I also have different dates or appointments on there for myself or the kids. Even though they're not kids, I still keep up with their appointments and stuff usually. Or especially Will's, because he still lives here. Like today he goes to the dentist at 4. And so I stay
Oh, especially Will, because he still lives here. Not that we'd fucking know it, huh?
upstairs for probably about 2 hours, and that is when I check my email. I plan either the video that I'm going to do that day, or I plan upcoming videos. When we do sponsored videos, there's a lot of behind the scenes work. We get brand briefs. We have to do different things like that to
Yeah, go on. Tell me all the really difficult things that you have to do when you've got a brand deal. It gets sent to you in an email. And you have a list of talking points. That's it. They're not saying that you have to record it at 6:37 in the morning at 17 inches away from the window, dressed in this outfit, saying this exact thing. It's not like that. Stop making it sound like it's really, really difficult. I fucking hate YouTubers that do that. YouTube is so hard.
prepare. And then I answer comments, I answer emails.
I answer comments. Thank you, Lisa. Kissy, kissy. That's not answering a comment.
Have to send, most collabs that we do have to be approved. So I have to do that. I have to send invoices. I, do all the things like that. And then
And she doesn't do any of that. I bet you John does all that. Chasing up invoices and stuff. She just does the shopping and the yapping in front of the camera. That's it. The rest, she might answer emails, but that'll be about it.
then when I feel like I'm, wrapping up for the morning, I go downstairs and I put my makeup on. Well, every day I love putting my makeup on because I have created a routine that I love. But every day I try to try new makeup, or I have you guys in mind. Like today I have on a new foundation that is phenomenal. I have on a new concealer that is phenomenal. I have on one of my lipstick combos that I'm getting ready to launch. That's another thing that I'm working on behind the scenes. You have to go through so many steps. You just wouldn't believe it. And so I do that. And then I have to be ready to all those like pictures that you guys see when I'm trying on stuff. That takes time and it makes a mess. And you have to steam the clothes. It takes time to order the clothes. It takes time to do all the things with that. So I'm doing things like that.
Shopping is what it's called. You do the shopping. Brooke does the steaming. You film the clips. You put it all in a little envelope, send it off to your editor. So you're not doing any extra. You might think you are, and you're trying to convince people that you do, but you're not. Lie after lie after lie.
Then I have my life, I go out and I eat lunch and I kind of catch up on the news. I catch up with friends on Voxer, and I might catch up on my Instagram. A lot of times lunch is when I look at Instagram for the first time. I try to keep up with all of my DMs. That is not something that everyone does. That takes a
Oh, isn't she good? She answers her DMs.
lot of time. And then I come back home after lunch and I usually have other work to do, like getting all of those links and information that you guys see below, creating the thumbnail, all of those things. It takes a long time to do these videos, then it takes a long time to even get it to the editor. And then the editor
Ah, ah, ha ha ha. You've got an editor, have you?
has to take the time to do it, and then he has to get it back to me, and then I have to watch it, make corrections, I have to get it back to him. So there's a lot more that goes on than people think about. A lot more mental and just time consuming things. And John does all of my IT and my things like that, tax work, all of that kind of stuff. And and Brooke helps me with the steaming. She helps run my website where I sell my clothes. She ships it. Brooke helps me do some Instagram collabs and pictures. And it's just us. It's a family business. And my editor, which I consider him family. That's how we feel. And so throughout this all, I have always eaten dinner with my family. And I have always taken my kids to school, picked them up, and I've always put them first.
Oh, for fuck off. Fuck off. And when you get there, fuck off again. I've always put them first. Mama, I'm hungry. Well, you're just going to have to wait, Will. Mama's making a video, and this video is far more important than you being nourished. Oh, school just crept up on me, and I didn't realise to buy Will anything. He doesn't even have a coat. I put them first. Oh, I had a scrunched up cookie in the outside pocket of my bag that I was bringing back from a trip for Will, and I forgot about it. When did you put them first? Excuse me, when?
So you'll notice when my kids got older and they were out of high school, that's when we built this house, and I kind of doubled down on my YouTube channel and tried to be just a little bit more, active, strategic. That's when I got a YouTube coach and all of those things. So, okay, so I stay upstairs. I'm gonna give you my winter schedule right now. So I usually stay upstairs until about 5 o'clock. John starts cooking at 5. He cooks my steaks, and he'll cook whatever he's eating and whatever Will is eating. Sometimes him and Will go to lunch later than I do, and so Will eats later. But he's 21 and he's in school here. He's actually getting ready to have to transfer somewhere, so that's coming up soon. And
what does that mean? Have you seen this new line because she keeps going like that? Whatever she's doing lately, she's given herself a fucking thing. Divot. So Will's in school and he's going to be transferring. Does that mean he's going to go away to school now? Or is he just transfer? Because if he was just transferring online from one place to another place, I doubt she would have mentioned it, would she? Does this mean Will is actually going to leave home and go to college somewhere away from you lot and have an actual life for a change?
And so I go downstairs and we have our shows that we like to watch and we eat together. And so when I finish up about anywhere from 6 to 6:30, I come back upstairs and I either finish up my work or I watch videos for fun, which with me, that means usually some type of, I'm learning about something. I'm either doing more personal development, or I'm learning about fashion, or I'm learning about fragrance. Oh my God, I'm so glad I said that. This has been one of my favorites. It's the Gucci. It's not one of the most expensive ones. It's a Gucci Guilty Elixir. Not only do I love the vibey bottle, but I love it.
A vibey bottle. What's vibey about the bottle, Lisa? Really? Hello? Do you want to know what my perfume of the month is? Well, will it be a month? I'm just finishing up. Because what I'm doing is taking a bottle and then just using that until it's gone. So I've got that much left of Amazing Grace Philosophy. We will not talk about them anymore, will we? And then got this one out to start afterwards. Which one? I need a bloody light. I can't see a sodding thing. I love the bottle though. It's, ooh, blinding myself. Vera Wang Princess. I had another Vera Wang one, and I can't reach it now. But when I'm finished, I'll keep the little crowny thing. Where's it? I don't remember when I bought this, but this is next on the chopping block. Is it the shopping block? Tina says. It's funny. And what I've been doing, and I've been getting out a bottle of perfume and like a body mist type thing. So I got these were a really decent size, the tester packet of that Sol de Janeiro. I like the last one I had. Oh, I like that. That's nice. Is this the one that everyone loses their shiz over, 62? It's really nice. So I've got... Is that here? I had... Not that anyone cares. But this was the one I was using with the philosophy. It's Ted Baker. A friend of mine got me this for Christmas or my birthday, one of the two. It smells amazing. I'm going to keep an eye out for that next Christmas and see. Because Boots usually do a thing. They have like 3 for 2, and they have a star. Will you stop? A star product. And it's like every year they have Soap and Glory. It's like in a big box. And then one day it's half price. And they do the same with Ted Baker. So I'm going to keep an eye out and see if they've got that in next Christmas ones, because it's really nice. But Jed was like, oh my God, you've nearly finished that bottle. And I'm like, yeah, it's amazing what happens when you actually use things. Because that's what I'm trying to do, is work through all the stuff I've got. And then I can make a list of all the perfumes that I'd buy again and just buy those until something else intrigues me. Anyway, that was a bit of a tangent, wasn't it? Should we get back to a vibey bottle?
Like Paco Rabanne fame, or Juicy Couture, Viva La Juicy, or any of those really pretty yet vibey, happy fragrances. You will like this. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So I like to learn about different things. I used to do Skillshare. Now I do the master class channel. Right now I'm in a class with Marc Jacobs. Learning about his collections and his career. So I'm always self-educating, always. And then John and I always say 7 or 7:30. I go downstairs and we watch TV. And okay, so now you're wondering, when do I take a shower? When do I do my hair? I will
Actually, no, I wasn't wondering at all.
do that usually during the day before the 5 o'clock. Like if I know I have...
No, but you said you were up here until 5 o'clock, and then John cooked your dinner and you went down and you had your dinner and then you came back upstairs. You never mentioned at any point you were having a shower. So are you telling the truth or are you not telling the truth?
Well, if I take a shower, I can do it anytime because I put my hair up in a shower cap, and how long does a shower take, But if I'm doing my hair, which is another question that I'll get to now that I have extensions and I'm on my healthy hair journey, it takes a lot longer.
That's hardly a healthy hair journey, is it, with extensions in? Doesn't that weigh down on what hair you have?
I still wash it during the day, but I will not be coming back upstairs. It will take all of that time to do my hair. But what I've been doing is going and getting Morgan to do my hair, and then making it last as long as I can. So she did.
Oh, right. So now you don't even do your own hair anymore. So you don't do your own steaming, or you don't do your own editing, or you don't do your own tax work. You don't take the kids anywhere.
Did this hair and then I touched it up. It's from Saturday and today is Tuesday. So there's that. And my skincare is always the same. It's Obagi Nuderm, and it is I have a 0.05 Retin A gel that I mix with the blender. So there's that. My hair
When she says that, I always think of her putting stuff in a blender. And it's like, I know that one of your things is called the blender because I've been here long enough, but what about those that don't? She never stops to think about people that don't. The only time she ever does that is with the carnivore. Oh, if you're new here. Yeah, well, if we're new here, we don't know half the things, so why aren't you telling them the rest of it? God! Are we only that far into this? Oh, I'm going to shut up. This is taking forever.
hair is doing fabulous. The growth is amazing. These are the products that I use every day, every day. Colleen Rothschild shampoo, Colleen Rothschild mask, a Turby thing. I'll put it in one and then I'll take it out and put it in another one to get all the moisture I can out, usually while I'm eating. I take it down. I use some type of oil on the ends, usually Kerastase, a thicker one, maybe Moroccan oil. Then I use this L'Oreal other oil just on like my side pieces, my real hair, and up underneath, like all of my, you can see how it's darker because we're using the extensions to not have to bleach my hair. So these are blonde, so I don't have to worry about bleaching these out all the time until they grow longer and healthier. And I do have tape in extensions. So it's little extensions like that big and they go right on a piece of your hair. Okay, I use a special brush that's very gentle. I use my Dyson hair dryer, my round brush that's blue, I think it's called Spornet or something, and then my clips. And then I will list the hot tools that I use and my heat protector.
Really, Lisa? You can't sit there and talk about how I look after my hair with a head full of extensions. I'm sorry.
Protectant the next day. And I will go 3, 4, or 5 days compared to before I had the extensions. I had to wash and dry it every night and style it every other morning because of all the different, because it's growing in after I had the shingles vaccine. I lost a lot of hair. And so it's all growing in. So it's all different lengths all over my head. So I think that answers.
Is that growing in or is that breakage? Which? Isn't it funny how she doesn't even mention the menopause and that's the reason all of our hair's falling out, but she's blaming shingles instead. Okay.
Everything. And yesterday, I stopped by my parents. I might stop in and see them at Barnes and Nobles. I go over there every Sunday. I talk to them every day. I talk to Brooke every day. All of those things. Okay. Wow. Okay. Love when you talk about your parents. Since I am new here, have you ever thought of having a 3 video with your mom and your daughter? Okay, my parents do not want to be on camera. They don't do Instagram. They do watch YouTube. They watch all of my videos. They don't do Facebook. They don't do anything. My parents aren't like that. And if you have been through what I've been through with people harassing your family and harassing friends and harassing every business you go to, you guys would not believe the experiences I've had. So that answers another question. People ask me, will I ever consider doing a meet and greet? It would have to be in the certain right circumstances, but things have changed. Sadly, things have changed. And I've done many meet and greets. My first
2. That's not many.
one was with Hourglass. I've done several with Sheila Fajl, but it's a different day. And I have a different life now, and I don't know. It's just a different thing. And sadly, not everyone is kind. And it's been just a bad it's been disappointing. Like YouTube.
Not everyone is kind. So not everyone's kissing your hole. Lisa, that's life. You can't live in a bubble for your entire life. Not everyone is going to like you. Have you not heard the saying, you could be the juiciest peach in the bunch, but not everyone likes peaches? Oh, not everyone's kind. That's life, Lisa. Suck it up.
Has been so enriching, and I love it, and I'll be here forever. but it's been to learn about what people will do has been disappointing. So I doubt I will unless it's under the perfect circumstance, you know, like with a group, maybe with a group of other YouTubers or something like that. I might would do it. Okay. I
Oh, with a group because I'm too feeble and I'm too easily upset to do it all on my own.
am loving my dream car. Thank you so much. YouTube content creators I enjoy watching. Well, you guys know who all of my friends are because I mention them all the time. But I usually like watching whatever I'm learning about or I'm trying to get better at the time. So when I was getting my life coach certification, I was watching more of those videos. If I'm learning about fragrance, I'm watching those videos. If I'm learning about fashion and how the back end of fashion works and the runway shows, I'm watching those videos. If I'm learning about carnivore diet, I'm watching those videos. If I'm learning about how to heal your hair, I'm watching those videos. So whatever I'm trying to improve at the moment, that's usually what I'm watching. So a lot of times it won't be what you would think. And I want to be authentic. And what I've learned is to really be fabulous, to live a fabulous life,
What I've learned is to really be fabulous.
and to have fabulous style. You need to be authentic. And it is sometimes hard to be authentic if you are caring about what other people think or
Yeah, which you do.
you're taking in a lot of content. And I saw how that affected me last year, and I don't want to do that. I would rather you hate what I'm wearing and me love it and be authentic. That is just how I am. I think I owe that to you guys. I didn't start out with this channel trying to, you know what I mean? I want to be me. I want to be me, me, me.
Who is you? We've been watching you 15, 16 years and we still don't know who the fuck you are.
And that's why I, kind of can make some off the wall videos sometimes that might not get a lot of views. But if I am feeling it, that's what I want to do, like the lucky girl syndrome or, just different things. That is what feeds my soul.
Right, yeah. Shoving your brilliant life down the throats of everybody else that hasn't got a brilliant life and sitting and bragging for an hour. Yeah, that's you all over.
I have this really deep need to share and help, and I always have. And I have a really deep need to always get better every day, get better at all of the things in my life. And so it just depends on what I'm focusing on at the time. Okay, what is my philosophy on money? How do you budget, plan for your purchases? It varies, but I never put anything on a credit card. I never buy anything I can't afford to buy twice. I've never bought anything that John didn't know about. Everything I buy, my parents know about. I have
Why do your parents have to know about everything you've bought, though, Lisa?
always known what to want. I have known my limits. And so you will notice, I mean, you have to keep in mind, okay, I have been on YouTube for 16 years, but I've been alive 53 years. No, 54. So you guys didn't see my progression before that, and the progression after that is yet to come. So I've always gotten better. I have never, every apartment, I moved out when I was 19. I can't remember the last time before that I got money from my parents. I always paid my bills.
Oh, excuse me. I moved out when I was 19. I can't remember, blah, blah, blah. You went back home and they didn't charge you anything because you were up to your eyeballs in debt. Are we going to hear that story?
The last time before that I got money from my parents. I always paid my bills. Every apartment was better. I had a brand new house at, I think, age 24. Then I got divorced and I had to move home and I started again. Well, my idea of success was different than maybe yours. So I have always been successful. So a lot of people will look back and they will see me in my pink kitchen, a stay-at-home mom, not buying a lot of designer things, but I was still very successful because what I wanted at that time was different. I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. I wanted to not have anyone else take care of my kids. I was not someone that my parents were always taking care of my kids. I was not one that had them in daycare or to me, for me to be successful, I was doing what I was very successful, even though
You can't even explain it, can you? You were what you considered successful, is what you're trying to say.
I may not have appeared that way to you. And we had a very nice house that we built. It was in the area, the school zone we wanted it to be. There was a lot of things behind the scenes that maybe you guys didn't see. And, when I wanted to learn how to sew, I went to sewing classes and I taught myself how to sew. I've always done what I wanted to do, but
Yeah, everything goes the way Lisa wants it to go.
different people have a different idea of what that is. I always wanted to be with my kids and with my parents and my family. That's why I didn't move anywhere else. I mean, maybe I didn't know how to pronounce fancy words. Maybe I wasn't well traveled. That wasn't my idea of success. My idea of success was raising my children at home down the street from their grandparents so that they are close with them. We went to go see John's parents. It was a 2-hour drive, I think, every weekend, if not every other weekend. Christmas, we were painting the town. We were going to every family member. That was success for me at the time. So that's what you have to understand is I'm never going to be a stagnant person. People say I've changed. I'm going to keep changing because that's how I've been my whole life. And I know no other way. I'm thriving in my life. And when I come across something that I want to learn about, I learn about it. When I come across something in my life that is an issue, if I can take care of it, I do. And I share everything with you guys. I share my highest highs, like on Friday, and I share the lows, like when I went through my latest hair debacle. And I don't really keep a lot.
Did she really just say her lows was when her hair... The fuck?
From you guys. And I really hope that, maybe you will see the value in that because I do want to share and I do want to help women. And
But
sometimes
you're not.
I'm disappointed because I feel like not enough people want to make the most of their lives. And I've been on this road for about a year and a half now, but I told John this morning, I am without a doubt going to be creating some online courses. I don't care if not one person takes one, but for those of you out there that want to know how to be your best, not I don't feel like we need videos to learn how to be an average woman. We need to know how to be above average, the total package, iconic woman, above average, everything you can be. God wants you to be everything. He doesn't want you to stay stagnant. And so I have so much stuff to share, so many things that I've been through in my life, either here on YouTube or with divorce, with breakup, raising children.
So much I've been through. We've heard what you've been through. It's nothing different to what anybody else has been through. You think you've got a story to tell. You haven't.
And so I'm going to be doing that very, very soon. Okay, so let's get to update on my plants. Which ones are safe for cats? Any pointers on how to have your home stylish and not scratched up by your kitties? My furniture is all covered up. Okay, I am of the thought, and I understand those that aren't, that when you have children and when you have pets, just say goodbye. Just say goodbye. Say goodbye to furniture. Say goodbye to not having French fries on the floorboard of your car. I don't get obsessed with it. My cats destroyed John's old green recliner. They destroyed our leather furniture. This is when they were kittens. Now, Bubba's over here sleeping now. My cats are older now. They're like 12 years old. So they're not as rambunctious. So they have just about destroyed my anthropology rug in my dining room. It's just the price I pay to have them. Same thing with kids.
Maybe had you kept the scratching posts that you got in your last house and suddenly realised why people had them, they'd have somewhere to scratch other than the fucking rug.
I wasn't the mom who freaked out about stuff. And
So why were you the one pulling faces when Brooke was tapping off the eyeshadow brush then? If you aren't the one that freaks out about things.
so I guess that's one of the best things I can say there. I will say velvet. Cats will not scratch velvet. So these chairs, they don't scratch. And when I had a velvet sofa, they don't scratch. And that velvet furniture out there, they don't scratch. Now they get cat hair everywhere, everywhere. I have a lint roller. I probably have 15 lint rollers in this house right now. I have one right there in the drawer. I have one right out there. I have one in my closet room. I have one in the kitchen, one by the front door, one in John's room because my belts are stored over there. I have one in our
One in John's room because my belts are stored over there. How many belts have you got, and why can you not have them in your closet with your clothes? The fuck?
room. I have one in the bathroom. I mean, in the car, lint rollers
Oops.
everywhere. And then we have our house, the girls that clean once a week, they do a phenomenal job of like vacuuming the furniture and everything. Okay, show us a day in your life. You guys, you see, okay, I do 3 videos a week. And the little videos that you see of me trying on stuff, that's the days in between. If I showed you a day in my life, it would be me sitting here in the morning, me going to McDonald's for lunch, me coming home and working. Okay, what I was going to say is now that daylight savings time is coming and the beach and the pool, things will change because I'll have that much more time. And I love, love, love to sit outside. Front porch, back porch, we go to the pool. So my work schedule will change a little bit, but that's just how it goes. But you see me a lot. What you see is the real deal. Okay, let me get back to my comments. How do I organize my clothes, shoes, and handbags?
She fucking doesn't organise them. That's the point.
Most of my handbags, they're everywhere. I have my closet room. I have 2 closets downstairs. I have 2 dressers. I use some of John's closet. It depends on if they're my everyday clothes or if they're certain other clothes like, my coats, things like that. So, but I've got closet clean out videos that you can look up on my channel. If you go to my channel and there's a search bar, you can search anything like Sleep and Glow, Dean Davidson, carnivore, anything, plastic surgery, nose job, anything, and you can find the videos. Or you can go on YouTube and put in Lisa D1 eyelid surgery or blepharoplasty, and you're going to come up with my videos. I have never, ever tried to hide anything.
No, of course you haven't. Whatever.
Everything's there. But, some of you are new and you might not know that I did those videos. So, a tour of my everyday wardrobe, where I keep all my shoes and bags, that kind of goes with that. Is there a big goal for the future? What would that look like? How important is work at our age? You guys, I just don't even think about my age. I just don't. I'm going to be who I am right now to the end. I just really my age has never been a big deal to me. I am so blessed and so happy, and I make the most out of every day. I want every day to be better. I want to be, as a person, better every day. I want to be a better wife. I want to be a better YouTuber. I want to be a better mom. I want to be a better person. I want to better understand myself. I want to be better every day until the end of time. I want to live with no regrets. I want to live as my truest, authentic self, which means having the ability to withstand hate and negativity. There's a book called
You don't, though, do you? Oh, my mama told me just put all those bad thoughts away.
Courage to be disliked. I do have the courage to be disliked, and I'm very thankful for that. So I am not going anywhere. I'm not stopping. I will be keeping on, keeping on. Okay, I love your style and your channel. What was the turning point that made you start your YouTube channel? What were some of your challenges and how did you overcome them? Okay, I first discovered YouTube. I had already had a little, it was a full on computer, but my monitor was in my kitchen. And because that's where mommy's headquarters are my children were probably 4 and 7 at the time. And I already loved reading blogs. One of my favorite ones was Makeup Alley, I think. And so I already did that and, would look up recipes, Pamper Chef, all that kind of stuff on the computer. And then I went to go see the movie Sex and the City, the first one. And so I think the next day I
And
plug in what makeup was Sarah Jessica Parker wearing in Sex and the City. Well, up popped YouTube. I had never been on YouTube. And so it was Lauren Luke with Panacea. I can't remember what her channel's name is. And she was doing Sarah Jessica Parker's makeup. And that was a happy, happy day because I craved that outlet. I did have some friends that loved makeup. And so we both were just so into it. Makeup by Tiffany D, Lollipop 26, all these people we would watch. And then we would go shopping and get things they suggested and everything. And this was, it was before Christmas. And then John bought me a laptop for Christmas that year. So you guys, my first video was on our anniversary.
Hey everybody, my name's Lisa, and I feel like I know so many of you already. I've been watching YouTube now for, I guess, probably about, I don't know, a couple months. It all started when I looked up Sarah Jessica Parker's makeup, and I was introduced to the world of YouTube.
We had gone to a party with Will that day for a little girl at his school. You can hear Madagascar blaring in the background because I knew no different. We always had on a cartoon, Barbie Nutcracker, Toy Story, something. We had that great big TV over the fireplace. And I, on a whim, opened up, did not refresh my makeup, did not do anything, had the same outfit I'd had on all day, and made that first video. That is kind of how I roll. I am a jump kind of person. I will just do it. I don't usually have to plan up to things. And at that time, it was kind of like FaceTime or something. It was kind of like a small community. And back then, you didn't make any money. You could not pick your thumbnail. So that's why all the thumbnails are weird. And you could not make a video over 15 minutes until you became a partner. That was like a big deal. Well, I am very goal driven. So what did I want to do? I wanted to be a partner. Then I started making a little bit of money, and that was just my extra fun money. And then here I am today. So since then, if you've been with me, I have done a lot. I have done a lot. So I love it. I love it. You guys are such a big part of my life. You've helped me learn more about myself. You've made me a better person. I'm traveling now. It has opened so many opportunities for me. There have been definite ups and downs. There have been many negative things, but they've just made me stronger. They've just made me a better person. So no regrets, no regrets. How is my menopause journey? Please share what supplements you take. Okay, I haven't had a period since I was 49 and I'm 54. So the journey's ongoing, I guess, but I don't even think about it. I do have videos on my HRT. I take a vitamin D calcium pill. I take a Zyrtec. This is what I take at night. Vitamin D, Zyrtec, and I take a progesterone pill, and I have a estrogen patch 0.05 that I put on twice a week. So that is that. Day in the
see, this is the thing. It's like I keep saying. People keep coming over to me and going, "Oh, you're jealous. You want to be Lisa. Look at her and look at you." Blah 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 blah. Yeah, plastic surgery, mountains of makeup, filters, lighting, HRT. Fucking, do you know what I mean? Plastic surgery, if I haven't said that already. She's doing everything conceivable that she can do to try and stay young looking. I've done nothing. I take no supplements. I've had no plastic surgery. I'm not wearing makeup. Do you know what I mean? And it's like they're comparing apples to oranges. You can't do that. Get me a picture of Lisa in daylight with no makeup, and even then she's ahead of me because she's had plastic surgery and Botox and filler and whatever. You have to compare like for like, and she's miles ahead of me in using stuff and injecting stuff and having stuff done. That's cheating.
life and you miss my car vlogs. I have a YouTube membership channel and I did a video for them in my car the other day, but I feel like I don't want to drive and do vlogs because my daddy asked me not to. He felt
Yeah, I asked you not to before your daddy, didn't I? And you blocked me. But as soon as daddy said, can you not drive and vlog, you stopped. John was worried as well, but you didn't stop for him either, did you? No.
felt like it was dangerous and I can kind of see his point. So maybe, that's why I did that one part. Do you enjoy meeting your subscribers and when you ever consider doing it? I love meeting you. I love meeting you. You make my day when I meet you. I meet so many in the airports. One time my flight attendant came up to me and she said, "Are you Lisa?" Because my real name is Melissa, but I have gone by Lisa my whole life. Like it's kind of like James going by Jim. It's Lisa instead of Missy. And so when I'm flying, it's under Melissa. And so she came up to me and she said, "I thought that was you," but I looked on the roster. So, I meet people everywhere and I absolutely love it. I love nothing more. So yes. Thinking about the light blue outfit you wore on your Easter egg hunt, have you considered doing a video on favorite looks, the looks that you put together through the years, and maybe discussion fashion notes? I kind of have covered that. If you look at my trends video, my latest trends video, I kind of go through that. And you guys, I know that my videos are like an ongoing episode. They are. And I remember when I started with a YouTube coach, she did not like that because she said people that come in new don't know who people are and don't know what's going on. But I think it will not take long for you to catch up. And it's just who I am. I am not someone who makes a video that is meant for just the public that don't know me. I think I welcome new people. Of course, I want new people. But it won't take long for you to catch up with. I'm an open book, And so you might have missed that episode. But I like my videos to be more. And I like telling you about my young mommy uniform where I got all skirts from Old Navy and all white tank tops and I wore them every day and, just different things like that. So if you will just watch more of my videos and keep up, there will be that's in all of my content. How did you meet John? Would love to hear your story. I've talked about that too. Meeting Mr. Right or older men do it better. That would be some good videos to learn all about that.
That thumbnail for older men do it better is just fucking cringeworthy. If you're feeling in any way slightly sickly or are having an off day, I wouldn't recommend you go and look at the thumbnail.
I thought about this question last night, so I am ready for you. Okay, I am going to be moving to a new home next month and was wondering how you dealt with all the stress of moving. It can be so overwhelming thinking of everything that needs to be done, plus I have to let go of a lot because I'm downsizing a bit just because we really liked the new home. Help, please. Girl, you are
Really? You're asking her for help? She was the one that went and had her hair done the day they were moving and John had to ring her and shout at her to come back to the house. She left everything in her chest of drawers and got upset because the movers wrapped it up in a moving blanket and threw it into the back of the van, according to her.
refining. You are refining your life. I think this is a terrific opportunity for you to only have the best, your most favorite things in your home. Think of it like, they tell you in your closet, you should walk in and just love everything in your closet. It should be like greeting friends when you walk in there. It should be like the most fabulous boutique. Make your whole home that way. Even though when I moved, we didn't size down. Well, we did. We sized down to the rental house and then we moved here. You would not believe the stuff that we got rid of. I mean, almost, I would say, over half of our stuff. And that's kind of what we did. We refined it so that everything here is wanted. Like, I don't have anything in my home that I
No.
don't want or is not my favorite. And I think that is the opportunity that you have. So think of it like a great opportunity to just refine everything and make it so special. Like, not just a sofa, but the most beautiful sofa that doesn't even need a lot of stuff around it. Just, it's take it and get excited about it. I think that's one of the biggest things in life is to find things that make you excited, get to know that feeling and try to figure out how to create it over and over again in your life. And that's something that gets me excited. Even when I, was younger and had little kids, and I would find so much excitement in changing my decor for every season, changing the placemats, the napkin rings. It's like the flag that was outside of the house. Everybody had a birthday flag and a Valentine's flag and a summer flag and flowers. And I just would make the
That's a huge thing in America, isn't it? Flags. We're not allowed to have flags. If we had a Union Jack or a St. George's cross flying outside the house, they'd say we were far right terrorists.
most out of everything. And that is what I would say. Just really enjoy it, embrace it, look at it as an opportunity to really just have only the finest things. Like now, I love in our kitchen, we have empty cabinets. We don't have a lot of bunch of extra dishes or extra anything.
No, you don't have a bunch of extra dishes because you and John eat off of paper fucking plates. Paper towel and paper plates. Wasteful. And who wants to sit down and eat their evening meal off a paper fucking plate?
It's just what we use, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, this is a good one, I thought. Good day. Can you speak of household finances, how you make it work in terms of who pays what? John and I have always, always, always just had our money. We've never split it up. It just all goes in. It's different accounts, but it's all one. Like both of us are on every account, and actually he pays everything. He pays all of our bills, and he handles all of the finances. He somewhat handles our taxes, and then we have a CPA that takes it too, but he pays like I have to pay taxes every month, and then he handles everything. I don't that is something that is different to me than it may be to a lot of people, but we're one. We're one. And I trust him with my life. And John and I were engaged 3 months after we met, and we got married, I think 7 or 8 months after that. And then we had Brooke the next year. Like, I got pregnant in 2 months, I think. Yeah, 2 or 3 months. And I've never looked back. And one of the things I told my parents when we were getting engaged is I said, he loves me like you do. He loves me like family. I trust him with my life. I just do. I don't keep any secrets from him. And we might not be the same, but it's good. That's why it's so good that we're not the same. And he's good at numbers and math and all of that stuff. He has taken good.
Yeah, but don't you think you ought to learn? Because God forbid anything should happen to John. I doubt very much if Daddy will still be there. Who are you going to turn to then?
Care of us. He allowed me to I tell him, that's what I write in our cards. You have made my dreams come true. All my life, I have wanted to be a mom and a wife and have a fabulous life. I've always wanted a grand. Okay, guys, I'm going to predict the future. I see a new camera in my future. My battery just ran out, and we have not been talking that long. Okay, so who
Why do you need a new camera because your battery ran out? You just buy extra batteries, fuckwit. And, if I remember rightly, you've got a fucking credenza full of fucking cameras.
pays what? We all would just pay it. It just doesn't. It's just all together.
It doesn't.
Okay. Is there anything you would have done differently in your life? If you look back through the years, would you do it the same way? Absolutely. Have I made mistakes? Big time. Have I done things I'm not proud of? Yes. Would I change a thing? No. No, because I would not be here with you if I hadn't gone through what I've gone through. And I have gone through some sad times, let me tell you. Major disappointment, major mistakes, heartbreak, everything, big mistakes. But the difference is I learned from them. I was able to correct my course and really, really hone in on what is important to me and what I valued. And that what has saved me. Okay. Someone asked me about, okay, this is it. And then we'll end with this. What are your favorite things about your relationships with your children now that they are adults? Brooke, my baby Brooke, is going to be 25 on St. Patrick's Day. Those of you that have been here probably are like, wow, me too. I cannot believe I have a 25-year-old. But in one of the videos I was watching about, personal development and just, I can't even remember what the video was, but I remember she was a psychologist and she was saying that the human brain doesn't fully develop until you're 25. Before I even knew that, I have always said that when I turned 25, that is when things changed for me. That is when I started appreciating my parents so much more. Like I really thought, damn, they were right. I got good parents. Like I really had like this newfound respect for them. That's when I moved back home. It's when I got divorced. It's when I completely started over. And I see that in Brooke. I see her maturity. She just got back from Philly with her boyfriend. And she said to me yesterday, oh, I'm so glad I liked it there. And it was good to see like his home and all this stuff. But I'm so thankful to live here. And I just see it in her. I see her maturity. Same thing with Will. He is in school and, he goes to the gym. He is a really good kid. He's extremely intelligent. Both of my kids are very sweet. And I just, like, I see how kids talk to their parents and stuff on TV. Let's just say that doesn't happen here. And it did not happen when I grew up. I do not have kids that talk back to me. I do not have kids that run the house. With that said, I don't judge other moms and I don't want to be judged. I do what I think is right. I am not a mom. I have never, ever, this is going to be unbelievable for some of you.
I'm sorry, that just looks so bad there. Look at it, there's just no arm. I bet if I showed that to people who didn't know her and said, tell me how old this person is, they wouldn't say 54.
I have never tracked her or tracked her down. Now, does she track me? Yes, she tracks me all the time. I don't.
What do you mean, track? Like follow you? What is she on about?
Stop by her house. I don't know if I've even been to her new all the time. I don't stop by her house. I don't know if I've even been to her new apartment. John has.
I don't even know if I've been to her new apartment. Really? You don't know? You can't remember if you've been to your daughter's apartment? Oh, but I'm such a good Southern mama.
Because he takes stuff over there. Have I even been there? I'm not a controlling or nosy mom. I think that moms that control too much rob their children. Let me rephrase that. The reason I chose to not try to control my children is because I have learned through my own mistakes. Nobody can tell you. And you have to learn those mistakes to build the character to become successful. And I am not a mom that cares what other people think. I don't live through my children. So I'm very proud of them, very proud of them. And they are just good people, good people. And I'm not, people will say something, oh, Brooke's taking a picture in her bikini. Go for it. I tell Brooke, live it up while you can. I want my children to live their life to the fullest. I kind of look up at it as a nature type thing. And I've told her this. I would say, Brooke, I would take care of you for the rest of your life, but I'm not going to be here. I'm not going to be here. I have to know as a mom, you can take care of yourself. And that's my job. So that's kind of how I look at it. With that said, do I help? Do I help her with things? Do we help her with things as parents? Of course we do, but not to the extent that I hear, but I really have no concern or even curiosity about other people and how they are parent or anything. I'm pretty laid back, I guess, but I do have high standards in some things. My kids are not disrespectful. And you know, there's some other things that I won't go into, but I love them being adults. I love the fact that that girl, 25, she would be in a baby Bjorn on me right now if she could. She loves her mama and daddy. She loves her grandparents. She loves her brother. They love each other. They're going to lunch today together. John's playing golf. We have created a life that we love. And we realize it's not for everyone, but I encourage you to do the same thing. Embrace who you are. Embrace who your kids are. Embrace the life that you and your husband want, and do not even share it with anybody else if you don't want to. As soon as you start thinking about what other people say, what other people think, you will not be living your fullest, truest life. And
You spend all your time worrying about what other people think.
I have learned that so extremely, I don't know how to say it, but I have found that the truest happiness comes from the better you get to know yourself. So I'm going to leave it on that. I have on my favorite earrings, these Dean Davidson large knockout studs, my wolf ring. My nail polish is still OPI Coca-Cola Red. I did have someone ask me about my nails. I love having my own nails. They're all grown out, no damage left from the liquid gel. Let me go get something real quick. Hold on. Okay, these are my nail polish must-haves. First, we have the little light that I've shown you so many times in my Amazon favorites. So I use that light so that I can see my nails very well. I use CVS Pure Acetone in the little thing like this to take it off. I love
What's that?
the Chanel
The thing like this. What's that when it's at home?
base coat. This is how I keep my nail polishes in the closet, and I just slide them out, get the color I want, use it, put it back up, and I
Put it away.
would not paint my nails without Seche Vite top coat because it dries almost instantly and it creates like a almost gel-like finish. So that is that. Okay, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this. If you're new here, I hope you got to know me a little bit better. I'm just a happy girl. I'm just a happy girl. I feel very blessed, and I'm very, very thankful for you guys. I always am. So thank you, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Pussycat. I'm just a happy girl. Oh, fucking bully for you then. Right, one down, one to go. If you got to the end with me, thank you very much, and I'll catch you in the next one.